the defense is now claiming that Omari Kemp had a history of going into violent fits of rage. During their argument, he threatened to kill Pickett and rushed at him, so he picked up a pipe and swung it to protect himself.
So they're arguing that Pickett had a reasonable fear for his life.
The old scary black man defense.
But it doesn't even make sense. Omari had no motive to want Pickett dead.
According to them, Pickett told Omari that as his legal guardian, he had to give his consent for him to enter into any contractual arrangements, which meant that he could block him from signing with Hollow Point's agency. They're claiming that sent Omari over the edge and he went on the attack.
Is there any chance they're telling the truth?
No. Pickett's wife admitted that he confessed to her that he lost his temper and lashed out at Omari.
Marital privilege means we can't compel her to testify. The jury will never get to hear about that.
So they changed their story and made Omari the aggressor.
Question is, can we prove that they're lying?
Yes, we have an eyewitness who saw Omari holding his hands up and backing away from his assailant.
And there may be a way to introduce the confession despite the marital privilege.
At first, Pickett told us he stayed in the apartment that afternoon. Then when we found video of him leaving in his car, he claimed he just went for a ride.
So he lied.
Repeatedly. And not just about where he was that day. He also lied to us about what he and the victim were arguing about.
Detective, during the multiple interviews you conducted with the defendant, did he ever once mention anything about self-defense?
No.
What about the defendant's wife, Catherine Pickett? Did you have a chance to question her?
Sidebar, Your Honor.
I'll see counselors in my chambers.
Prosecution is trying to circumvent marital privilege by sneaking in testimony that they know is inadmissible.
What is it that you're fishing for here, Mr. Price?
Kate Pickett told Detective Walker that her husband confessed to killing Kemp in a moment of anger, not self-defense.
That sounds like hearsay.
She told detectives this in the course of admitting that she helped him cover up what he did after the fact. She was confessing to a crime, which makes it a statement against penal interest, an exception to the hearsay rule.
That's a stretch 8 miles long. The penal interest only applies to her potential crimes, which were, as he said, after the fact. Nothing my client may or may not have said to her about anything that occurred prior to that is relevant.
Of course it's relevant. The two are inextricably tied.
Even if you wanted to go that far, anything she relayed to the detective still falls under marital privilege.
Under what theory?
If a lawyer inadvertently disclosed sensitive information from a client to opposing counsel, it's still inadmissible. The privilege here belongs to my client, and he clearly intended the communication with his wife to be confidential.
I'm sorry, but I'm siding with the defense. There's to be no mention of the so-called confession.
Thank you, Judge.
I couldn't make out everything they were saying, but I did hear the kid say, "I'm sorry," a couple of times.
Did you hear him threaten to kill the defendant?
No, sir. The kid was trying to back away, but the man wouldn't let him. Then I saw the man walk over and pick up a pipe. The kid started backing up, put his hands up like pleading with him, you know?
And then what happened?
The man ran at him, hit him in the head with the pipe. Hard. It was... I'd never seen someone get killed before.
And you sure it wasn't the other way around? That Omari Kemp wasn't the one running at the defendant?
I'm absolutely positive.
Thank you. Nothing further.